Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to day 3 of my journey through the Krangled passive event, where everything is random, nothing makes sense, and trying to make a build anyways, using a chieftain to use jewels to convert damage into fire and try and make something work. Continuing through Act 8 into maps today and see what I can make of this. Build's doing okay at the moment. It is killing things. It's not great, but we're getting through it. Playing with Tectonic Slam, though I don't have endurance charges at all, so I'm not really making great use of the skill. Oh yeah, I also have a Voidborn Reliquary key. Be fun to use this once I get to maps. I need to get bigger hits. I'm not doing enough stuns to really make good use of my Warlord's Mark, getting me rage. It's when my build actually feels decent, when I have rage. Though I put on a mark on hits, so it only applies to rare and unique enemies now. So I could go back to casting it and then build up the rage on lesser enemies. Maybe we find other things. I think my next goal is to come in here. I want to see what these notables are. So I'm going to take this mana reservation efficiency. Shows me some brand recall cooldown rate and wand attacks. Alright, Dodre time. Oh, I got the mark off. Get the war cry, the banner, boom. Boom. I didn't get any rage. No stuns. It's easier against some rare enemies, but it's not reliable in any way. You need either a bigger weapon, more damage, or maybe it's just not Tectonic Slam. I don't have the greatest number of options though, because I only have a 40% Fizz converted to fire. So if I wanted to use something bigger, like an Earth Shatter, or a Sunder, Earthquake, I'm not getting pure fire out of that. Level 60. Both of these are useless, so I'll take the top one. Shows me melee crit multi, minion damage accuracy, sword damage. Okay, it's good. And by good, I mean bad, but yeah. Gimling Legion with the war cry and then the banner. Got a couple stuns there. Finished my rage so I can actually move through this zone at some kind of speed. Rage is really good. Lakishu's Blade. It's not very helpful. A Famine Bind. I have both of these now. Hey, a Bone Crypt map. That's the first one. A 5-link Sharkskin Tunic. That's not necessarily useful. It's really early to have a 5-link. I guess if I want a 5-link, I just do Trial of the Ancestors, because it seemed like every single chest armor that showed up in there was 5-linked. Is this a new weapon? Came with attack speed, so it's kind of closer. I don't think it's enough of an upgrade to try and work that in. What do I need to combine these belts? I think it's just a fusing. Yeah, the wretch any good for me? Blast duration, reduced flash charges gained, percentage of life leech applies to enemies as chaos damage, extra movement speed, life and cold res. I still don't think that works in the build. Level 61, I get to see two notables here, which is Master Fletcher Whirling Barrier. Those are not it. Alright, I'm refunding this. Peek up here. This is Settling Ash. Nearby enemies are covered in ash if you haven't moved in the past 2 seconds. I didn't even know this was a node. You haven't moved in the past 2 seconds. Now, does it uncover them in ash if you move? Be a big damage increase. If I'm just standing still, like blasting, adds in this fight have less HP, so if I want to get the mark off on, it's stunned, I can get rage. I'm also really weak on cold res though, so yeah, I didn't get anything there. I have to be really careful, because I don't want to die and lose 25% XP. Really brutal. Alright, made it through there. This also means I get 3 passives, and this one comes with respecs, a ring. Probably still need this to be fire and cold. A jewel. Nope. Anyways, I'll take Settling Ash. This is a reservation mastery with curse duration on the other side. Let's go in here. This is aura effect with damage while holding shield, energy shield, chance to freeze. Chance to freeze shows volatile mines. Okay. Shield damage shows flaying. That's for daggers. Okay. Guess I'll see what the middle one is. There's a melee damage, melee AoE, and a dex there. Upgrade to a pile driver. That would have a lot more speed to it. Or at least attempt to upgrade to a pile driver. I can give it quality and a binding orb. That did not hit. Scour Owlgate? That's not it either. One more try. It hit hybrid and reduced enemy stun threshold. Oh, pile driver has reduced enemy stun threshold. Ooh. Alright, I'm instantly more invested in making this something decent. Reduced enemy stun threshold and stun like this has 33% reduced enemy stun threshold. No matter what, this is going to end up being better. And I probably go flat fizz here because it has increased fizz and I'm converting all my fizz into fire. Oh, I can do 30. Wow, I can do way higher. Fizz damage makes this 163 to 249. Try the fire damage. I think that just looks better. Actually, DPS says 2880 to 3744. Like, that's pretty big. And then, yeah, the reduced enemy stun threshold. Like, yeah. Yes, 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 yes. Level 62. Take the melee damage, area of effect, and this has efficient explosives. I think I want nothing to do with anything up in here. Fire and ignite resistant. Probably can't stun. I did stun it! Yo! I stunned it 3 times. Ended up with 45 rage from a fire and ignite resistant rare enemy. Massive upgrade. Wait, I also need to see. Cover enemy in ash. 1, 2. Okay, so they're covered in ash. I move. They're no longer covered in ash. Okay. And I stun Dusk. Ah, you can stun me. I don't think I can stun. Maybe with the banner. No, I still didn't get it. Ooh, my accuracy is dropped to 93% as well. Means I should start leveling my precision back up. Well, it's just the pile driver, I guess. This is the same item art. Steelhead has stun duration. I guess pile driver is probably, if I'm going to use maces, the target base type. What about Dawn? Bop, bop. Nope, no rage. Wait for the next Warcry banner, and then bop, bop. Nope, no rage. Well, my damage is at least way better, so like nothing else. I'm getting the exerted attacks off. Ooh, and a soul rest. Level 63. I got rage off an enemy with cycling damage reduction, and then died. But I just got the level, so that's good. Where am I going here now? I want to know what this is. At the bottom is Warcry speed into what I know is 50% increased stun duration, or a 50% chance to double stun duration, something. The Warcry speed there is good. Yes, recharge rate, mana per enemy hit with attacks. Like, I've found so much mana on hit across the tree. There's just like attack damage leeches, mana places. I probably should not be using life tap. This enemy does not want to die. Fire ignite resistant. It had energy shield as well, so I prolonged it for sure. I'm stationary now, so I'm getting the ash off on the enemy, but still, yikes. Okay, Solaris Lunaris, and I get stuns off here. Oh no, that damage was decent though. I think if I keep getting hit though, I'll keep my rage. Still low on cold resistance. Back to Solaris. Not a single stun in this fight. I have not dropped the banner either, but the banner drop for adrenaline like doesn't super help for a prolonged boss fight. One down. Now I'll drop the banner. And yeah, the adrenaline's already gone. Like, I think it does give me extra accuracy. It increases its buffs when the banner goes down. There we go. A long boss fight. Maybe some upgrades. I mean, I don't know. It's going to be real hard to beat what I can get with the pile driver. What if it rolls 96 to 198 flat fire damage without precision, but 3752 goes to 31, so not as good. Big pack of enemies, like, feels nice clearing trash mobs. Got that going for me. Based on what I've seen so far up here, I could really see myself abandoning like this entire section of the tree. It's been that bad. Going back to the halls of the dead. Go fishing for some regret orbs. Or scourings. Something. Don't like this league mechanic. What monster level am I even fighting? 50? Level 63. I just lost in round 1. Dropped to rank 81. Monster level 46. Maybe that's more doable. Maybe I just like, nah. I got a couple scourings. Gets me 3 regret orbs. Then I can pull out of this at least. You can hear what this bottom one is. Born to Fight. So that is 20 strength with attack speed and 26 fire damage. Like, that seems really nice. Dex behind it leading to +1 max endurance charges. Oof, man. Deaths hurt so bad. Wow. That is so much flat damage. Actually, this sword raises my damage by like 30%. The accuracy could have something to do with it. I could even go craft some attack speed on this. 8 to 10% attack speed. Level 64. So let's say I take this max endurance charge. What does that show me? Physical damage, attack speed, global accuracy, spell block, mana. Alright, 2 things I'm looking for. Pulling up this spreadsheet. I want to know where Avatar of Fire is. It says Iron Reflexes, so I think that's this one right here. Okay, that's not terrible. What about Call to Arms? Call to Arms is on Mage Band, so this one. Both of those are accessible. Okay. Well, I guess if I got Call to Arms, I couldn't use multiple war cries necessarily. Avatar of Fire, though, gives me a larger range of skills I could play with. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna try to make my way down to Avatar of Fire. Ooh, a pile driver quest reward. What is that? It's not it. Ooh, fractured stuff. All bad. Life, fire, cold, lightning res. You know, that probably needs to go on. Oh, and that's a hybrid life, so I can craft life on this? Ooh, 4 sockets. I need a green. That'll work. I can move these. And 3 link the sword. Move the warlord's mark. Mark on hit to the sword. Lots of all res. What am I looking at now? I need lightning and fire before maps, and I'm no longer broken on cold and lightning res. Huge. Then Scorpion. It feels really weird knowing that, like, I'm scaling nothing but fire damage, and the sword was better, and it has cold and lightning damage on it. It might have been different if I used, like, POB instead of the tooltip, because there's no way the tooltip is factoring in the flammability curse. And there's still a lot of fire damage. Like, probably about half my damage is still fire. Right, that's another passive point, which goes where? I think the accuracy attack speed, which shows Light Eater. That's not helpful. Okay, level 65. And I also got the Calendar of Fortune. That's 2 respecs. Don't need this. Let's peek what the bottom one is. Damage with weapons penetrates lightning res, lightning with attacks. Okay, don't want that. I'm gonna grab the Warcry speed and Goliath, chance of double stun duration. And there's a caster mastery there. Life, fire res, movement speed, boots. I have lightning res on that, and I'm looking much nicer there. Gonna throw in an enduring cry. Extra defense there. Yeah, still a bit under unresists, but looking nicer. Ooh, fire ignite resistant, but it is a red beast drop bear, which is a unique body armor, because I have to go kill it again if I want that unique body armor. Another passive point. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna start working towards the next dual socket. I'm done here for this attack and cast speed. I don't think I went this far to the right from over here. So this is probably all new stuff and all pretty bad. There's an int node. Level 66. What does the int node show? Warcry speed, energy shield, mana regen, cold damage. That would be a fire damage once I have the jewel. More Warcry speed is fine with me as well. This also showed me a 6% elemental damage and minion regen. I need to get back into a pile driver really quick, I think, because I am not getting stuns off at all. What? The sword, it gave me better accuracy, it gave me better damage, but having the rage definitely makes up for the damage loss with the pile driver, without a doubt. And finally, General 8 is down. Ah, no damage. Well, the boss fights are going to be painful, but if they go down, I can move on. I would prefer to get to maps before I have to, like, start farming for gear. Or the cathedral place in Act 10. Be a better place to farm than here. Chevron down. Obliteration wand. I do have some spell suppression, so Dodre's not going to be the worst, I hope. Endurance charges, yeah, I can sit here and face tank. Probably need to remove the vulnerability, though. Halfway. I really think that stationary cover enemies and ash thing is probably not good. I would want to move. Generally, how you would go about not dying in the game is by moving. I don't think I can build myself good enough defenses to just not have to worry about it. Okay. Dodre down. I mean, the Trinity seems to be dying faster than Dodre just did. I couldn't deal with the curses. Still not dying quickly, though, by any means. Made it through 2 phases. Still alive. Final round. Be careful. Take my time. It'll die. I have decent life recovery and extra flasks, and I have an enduring cry now for extra healing. So defensively, I'm doing pretty okay, despite the no damage. And I'll get it. Okay. Act 10. Getting the next lab done will definitely give me more damage. And since this is only a 1-week event, like, I just render anything I'm not gonna use. I'm not making other characters. I just need to get this character to level 95. Level 67. Go for the Warcry speed. Shows me attack speed, poison duration. Attack speed in the jewel socket's good. Like this path here, like, give me a little bit of attack speed, some ints. Sure, it sure beats all of this garbage. Sledgehammer. That's not gonna do it. Now I've got Valenta. Can't kill me. I can't kill it. Like, it's how it goes. There we go. Finally. That's a passive point as well. So take the attack speed. There is herbalism here. Oh, okay. Yeah. This is feeling so much better than exploring up in the Templar area. Alright, 10% life, flask recovery rate, and a jewel socket. Yes. Oh, okay. I need to talk to Divinian now. And in the ossuary, I get a free sanctum for doing that. I need to go in the ossuary anyways, though. So, Forbidden Archive. The Mortinomicon. Ooh. 50% XP penalty rules with lag spikes. Yeah, I can feel that. Oh yeah, I'm not even to the 50%. I haven't. Yeah, that's right. It's gonna go to 50%. I really need to not die. Elixir of Allure. Now I can do lab, but do I run this? There's no way. Like, I do well in the Sanctum. Ooh, 2 respects, though. That's pretty huge. Okay, drop these 2. And then grab the jewel socket and the life. There's minion life, armor ES. And I need another jewel. Only 1 crimson jewel. I'll chaos it. Damage with swords. Life on hit. No. Strength int. Global fizz damage. Attack speed with axes. It's also not great. Reduced mana cost of skills int. Global fizz. Projectile damage, stun duration, attack speed. I mean, the attack speed is usable. I don't have the most amount of chaos to throw at it, but throw it in there, and now this is a 16% fire damage instead of cold. Oh, I don't know. Does that touch? It might get the Snowforged. If it hits the Snowforged, it's so good. I'll go to the Forbidden Sanctum, but I gotta do lab first. Okay, bearers. Can deal with that. Use the Enduring Cry. Endurance charges here, plus the little bit of armor I have. I'll be just fine. I am getting through him, and I got rid of the stationary ash, so I got not even try. Why did you slash downwards? Like, I was standing here, my totem and my golem were up here, and he slashed towards the door. I saw him in the slash animation while I was over here. I saw the stuff up there, so I went here and he slashed into me. I have no idea. Twice blessed. Level 68. So, I think I take the cold damage, that's now fire, and this is Lust for Carnage. 12% attack speed. The Fizz leeches life doesn't help, but it is 12% attack speed. That's pretty solid for one node, just for that. Lieutenants, and I got the nasty one first, and insta-kill him. I got the buff thing along the way. Oh, I got 2 of them. The lightning archer made it through. Nice traps again. Let's go. Try and stay really focused here so I don't have to do this again. It's taking like 15 minutes. Almost there. And there he goes. Okay. Reduced cost of skills if you've been hit recently. That's just mana costs as well. So I guess Decree of Reflection. Why not? Then cold damage, Chaos Golem, Ellie Res, Decree of Frost. Okay. Sure. Then I take Armor ES Aura Effect into Avatar of the Veil. So that's 50%. Ailment Avoid getting me to 70 in total. And minus 20 Fire Cold Lightning Res to nearby enemies. 15 Resolve when you kill a boss. 8 Max Resolve I get to start with. Oh, I don't even have a place to put it in. Oh, it's right here. Confirm. Okay. See how quickly this goes completely wrong. I have 12% Resolve mitigation from armor. And they don't die either. Yeah, I'm not making it far in this. Maybe I can grab some currency or something along the way. I do have endurance charges now, so I get extra AoE and more fissures off of this tectonic slam, which is helping a little bit, I think. Room complete. I think I'm just dead here. Templar Annals, I think, yeah. Just in this. It's not happening. Okay, so now let's learn about two-handed weapons. Assume it's a mace. What are the thresholds on fire damage? 62, 74, 82. So 74 you can get off a rare enemy in a T5 map. Physical 73, 77 for T1 flat fizz. So I've confirmed that like I'm not really going to dig into crafting something unless I can get at least a level 74 pile driver. My gear is probably most lacking in belt and ring to get these resistances cleaned up. Damage definitely feels just better. I'm getting some scaling for cold and lightning with the exposure, so that definitely has to be coming into play. With my current weapon, I might be better off just like throwing in an LE weakness instead of this flammability. You know exactly what these endurance charges are doing for me. 5% more area of effect per endurance charge, plus 5% fissure branching chance per endurance charge, and then consumes an endurance charge every third time you slam the ground. Okay, so the endurance charge is giving me a lot of extra AoE. 30% movement speed with lightning res and some life. Open suffix so I can work resistances. Okay, that's one piece. So with new boots, yeah, I'm still under on everything. I think I could lock fire up here if I had more chaos orbs. Okay, I mean, it's an improvement. Level 69. What now? Let's take Lust for Carnage. This is an armor mastery. There's evasion movement speed here. +1 max res if all your pieces have armor. +1 armor per 2 strength. Got plenty of strength. Okay. That's not bad. I'll probably wind up taking something from that. Yeah, 12% attack speed. Oh, that making this feel so much better. Should be able to survive a Varius. Oh. Oh, wow, that slap hurts. Yo. Ouch. Oh, I keep expending my endurance charges that I'm getting. Chest with a lot of life. Big fire res, open suffix. My fire res craft would have to turn into cold on my boots. A few more Desecrated Chambers runs. If it wasn't for the XP loss, I would just push into maps. Level 70. That I take armor energy shield. Shows me rampart. Okay, that's pretty cool. If I were to have fortify. Trap damage is pretty bad. Max with fire and cold damage and some lightning res. No accuracy here though. Way off on the attack. Man, it's gonna be really hard to get out of this weapon. Well, there's a T3 fizz. That is a lot of fizz damage on this. Also has 10% increased strength. A lot of fire res there. So if I just slap this on, 6912 over 7886. And a lot of that is probably, yeah, inaccuracy loss. Yeah. So this is definitely a better weapon. It's just I have an accuracy issue. Okay. Level 71. I want to take this trap damage. See, I wish something like that would turn into fire damage with this. There's one-handed melee weapons, poison, active chill, flat ES. Ugh. Okay. So given that this rolled 145 fizz damage, I think I craft flat fizz. I can't craft the best flat fizz. How many chaos do I need for that? 2 chaos short. So craft lower fizz, 277 to 439. Now 7821, 7805. So now it's better. I've just lost a lot of accuracy. So turn on the war banner. Yeah, a little better. Accuracy. So since this has all this fire res though, go cold res craft on the boots. Then I'm 20 under on lightning. Open spot still for life here. If I take off my amulet, well, I lose 11. I need 107 across the board to be res capped. So losing 11 fire and cold is going to put me a little under on fire and cold. Fire's better, so if I did a cold lightning craft instead, where does that have me? 7 under on lightning, 3 under on fire. That's probably close enough to go for it. Yeah, if I get any endurance charges up at all, I'll be res capped. Oh, my damage is like all fire damage now too. So my damage is just going to be higher because tooltip does not factor in the exposure, the flammability curse. These ignites I'm sometimes getting off on some things. They're doing some damage too, actually. I'm getting rage off stuff again. Yes! Like that makes up all the difference right there. There's a chaos orb. Right, Kitava. Well, that was a bop. And those exerted attacks slapped so hard. Nope, still gotta do the heart. But otherwise, closest call so far has been because of the ads here on the heart phase. Damage is definitely improved with the new weapon, without a doubt. It is nowhere near great. Wow, now those are some boots. Better cold res, a little under on the lightning, but there's an open suffix for the others. Lose a bunch of armor with these, but that potentially fixed my resists completely. 2 passives. Then I guess, is it this one? Yeah, there's Avatar Fire. Oh, with a dex and a strength here. Check the strength, and that is foresight. Alright, I don't need this. So there might be more use in like pushing through here rather than coming down this. We'll slowly uncover that. But Avatar Fire. And make sure I grab my crafting recipe here. Okay then, so boots. Either way, I'm up on cold. Lightning fire res craft on these boots fixes it. Fire, lightning, don't use the chaos. There we go. Res cap. Bad chaos res. 70% ailment of void. Pretty sure I've gotten one of each of these maps. Go for barrows. Chaos res, alley res. And I do not need to full clear the map. Like these first maps, like it's almost better to just like go for the boss kills. It's almost just worth to like kill enough monsters to get a map drop maybe and kill the boss and get the Atlas completion. It's more important early than clearing the maps. My next goal is the item level 74 pile driver. T5 map is the earliest it's possible. Also, item level 72 is what is required on gear for it to start rolling the 42 to 45 LE resistances on things. So getting to T5 maps is just like super important. Kirak is now in my hideout. And yeah, I can start buying T2 plus maps. Orb of Regret, eat it, take this, take Avatar Fire. Now I can run Fizz Reflect. And now I can look into switching to like Sunder. Is that a blueprint? Prohibited Library. Ooh, I don't know if I got the damage to want to go try and do Heist at the moment. I can get a lot of regrets out of Heist. I know I can get a lot of regrets from Trial of the Ancestors, but like I need to be able to like win and not spend 10 minutes per round. It's just not worth. Boss down. Straight up. I'm going for additional shrine. It'll help speed maps up early on. Life Fire Cold Res Belt. Ooh, that would change a lot. A very good belt. And that'll start opening up other gear. And I can craft Ellie with attacks, so I won't be losing anything. I could craft the lightning res there, but I don't really need it at the moment. And I'll just take the damage. Level 72. 2 chaos orbs. Split arrow damage helm enchant. Bone crypt done. And I could clear the other half of this map, but I'm just out. For this level, there is some cold dot, totem life. Now let's take this dex. That means I can level the precision. AoE of hex skills, int, link skill effect duration. Right. Okay. Wait, where's this? A blight node. I think there's a blight node somewhere that has a chance to contain an oil extractor. I don't need oil extractors. I thought there was a way to get enchanted jewelry. Oh, it's way up here. Okay, blight bosses. So that's not something I get to mess with easily. I can still be on the lookout for talismans though. Talismans will let me have anoints on things, and then I can scout notables on my tree with those. Oh, nice. June mission with a delirium. An arena boss. I don't even know where they're at. Can't stun them either. I need more. And then I'm not clearing the rest of this map either. Well, I could go fishing for the syndicate. Good XP. Need veiled items. Well, there we go. Cold River and Wasteland. No veiled items. Just one belt. What's in here? I need a grave trough, mineral pools, and I guess I can take the lookout. Then I want to grab an earthquake, get a sunder. Okay, earthquake doesn't have good effectiveness of added damage. Sunder is good though. What about earth shatter? It doesn't have the best effectiveness of added either. I'm just gonna slap a sunder in instead of tectonic slam and see what happens. It's gotta level up a bit, and I'm only getting 90% conversion. Well, I'm getting stuns off on just like normal magic enemies. I mean, that could be a ruthless thing. My range is way further, which is really cool. It's not getting me stuns off like I wanted it to. I think it is giving bigger hits without a doubt. Now, Debian's Dirge would be cool if I was building around cold damage. Yeah, my individual hits are definitely just generally bigger with Sunder. I just need the pile driver. Pile driver changes all this. Oh, dead. That is ridiculous. I was at 83% of my level. Oh, Well, now I can keep my endurance charges with Sunder as well. They're not going to expend themselves just because I'm using a skill. I can't out-damage his consecrated ground. That is an issue. Ah, finally. That was a fight. Well, it goes for quite a while. Like, oh, can I? Like, this entire fight with the beam on me. Ah. Now, do I fight a metamorph? I'm just going for the catalysts. If this thing kills me, I'm gonna be kind of sad. No stuns, but I think that's to be expected with the metamorph. Now, Dietus is potentially something I could build around for the fire damage. Then you get a shield. That opens up a lot of things too. If I could get a shield, I could be ailment immune just because I have a shield. It's really easy to get the ailment avoid mods on those. I think I'd rather build around like Oros than Dietus. After playing with Sunder for a minute, at 90% of the total damage, it's really got me wondering, like, why is Tectonic Slam so bad? Like, it is very bad by comparison. Like, I am doing so much more damage just already. Like, it hits harder, it feels better, the AoE feels better, like every bit of it. And it's not eating my endurance charges. Tectonic Slam is just not a good skill, I think. Because even when I started using Tectonic Slam, it was like, I kind of want to just use Ground Slam because there's the bonus of damage. I like the idea of Tectonic Slam, numerically, it doesn't feel like it's there. Now, if it gained like actual damage rather than just like AoE and extra fissures, like for the endurance charges, maybe there was something else at play there. I stunned a rock. That's good. Feels good. I think I gotta attribute that one to a ruthless hit. But who was it? Yeah, Mellow. Great recommendation for Sunder here. Level 73. I'm going to take the attack speed and poison here. There's a Dex, minion accuracy, int. I was hoping for something better leading into whatever this is. The right is ignore stuns while casting. Dot for ailments from crits. I know this is LE damage with staves, though it is 5% pin. E4 map, I got my shrine in the map, right? And we got an upgrade from Kirak. We get a Mesa map, overgrown shrine, shore map. But level 12's, the Sunder attack damage is up to 280. Those levels are really adding a lot to it. Level 74. This passive, I almost just want to put it into Dex. Take the minion accuracy. What is this? Divine Fervor. Melee crit chance, attack damage, strength, and int. Not amazing, not bad. Probably not worth 2 points. Worth looking at, though. I mean, what if this was Stormweaver, the node that's normally right here? 25% cold damage, 25% lightning damage. Enemies chilled or shocked by you, take increased elemental damage. That node, and then it would be like converted all to fire. And then I can still chill enemies with my Frostblink. Like, another Metamorph down. Tempering Intrinsic. 2-stack Dex. Emperor's Luck. This is how it's going. T3 map. Or I think it's T3 map. So, another one. Just plugging along as it is. Wow, these little circles are really small. After you've done a bunch of expeditions with the giant one. Oh, of course I died. I had a feeling that was probably going to happen in an expedition. Okay, rip that level. Alright, expedition has killed me 4 times. I think I try and take the loot and dip from this because I want to try and finish the map. Oh, Okay, 5 times now. Monster damage and speed rolled on this map too, so that definitely didn't help. Ooh, life and mana rank 4. We're making it to the end of this map. And I died at the boss. RIP. Rough map. I should have gave up on the expedition sooner. Dayline, that's a T5 map. As is a Bazaar. Oof. Flame Harbingers. If they'd let me change like any one thing in the game, I would lower the damage of these Flame Harbingers. Like the simplest, smallest little change. Like, they have been overtuned for years. I mean, there's lots of things I would change about the game, but, like, if you say, like, one thing, make it happen, that's the one. And another ley line. Here we go. Life, strength, fire, and chaos res on gloves. A little bit of life loss, but chaos res is something helpful. I have the chaos now. I can upgrade my flat fizz craft be way higher. Ooh, I should probably quality this as well. Oh yeah, that's a lot more damage. Yeah. Then it's time to go fishing in these T5 maps. 74 pile driver can only drop off of rare enemies or the map boss. Got a breach. Things are dying in the breach, but none of them are rare enemies. It's good. A portal gem. Yo, well that's a cool drop. However, cast on death portal is not something you really do in this event. Lesser Eldritch Ember. A harvest is a good way to lose all this XP, but maybe more rare monsters. Yep, more rare monsters, alright. Oof. Oh, they were so close. Rip that XP. Got rid of the snowbolt. That's something. I got a stun off on this one. Nice. I unlocked my hoarder crafting bench. Found a new helmet. A bit more life. Gonna be more armor with quality. Craft some percent armor on this. 717 up from 432. Ooh. New T5 map in here. Atlas missions, these are all T5 maps now since I ran a T5 map. Another way I can go fishing and get my pile driver. Acceleration shrine, and like that changes a lot. Gives me faster action speed, so I get faster war cries, everything. A forbidden tome. That went well last time. Yeah, so I'm trying to buff my shrines so that I can just get buffs that'll carry me through a map being this terrible damage. Amber and a clear oil. Ooh, here we go. Rarity and rarity. All res lightning res. Open spot for life. Big life. That was not big life. Technically it's still more. Oh, I lose accuracy. No! Now resists are all way up. I think I found gloves that had, yeah, a bunch of chaos res. Ooh, I wonder if I can switch to this armor. Resists still fine. They sure are. 4 sockets on the gloves. 1 green socket. 2 reds. Actually, no, there's a green here. And honestly, I could get rid of the stone golem. This is like the most useless thing that I have in my build. Let's see. Resolute technique is on wherever the agnostic was. I think that might be right here. No, that's the totem thing. No, this is the totem thing. This is rune binder. Craft something on these gloves. Fire do attacks. Bunker blueprint. Okay, now it's kind of exciting. Yay, beyond this. Okay. I gotta take the Olmec's Sanctum here. And 47% more monster life. Final boss of this map drops so many items. Okay, let's see. Item level 74 on this stuff. So there's a few chances here. So this enemy, fire and ignite resistant with a trail of fire and molten shell. So some ground degen there. But he also has fast energy shield recharge. And that thing is not dying. Nope. And the worst part about it, it wasn't even the fire wing. It was the lightning wing that thing happened. Eventually, this thing will die. I did not get a pile driver in any of the other rooms, sadly, but hopefully off of this guy. I mean, getting the pile driver is one thing. I then have to craft it, but then I can stop pushing the content that this build is just not ready for. Almost there. What we got? Big guy. Let's see here. I do not see pile driver. Wow. T1 fizz with big dex. Cold res, lightning res. Where do I keep my rarity? That 44 dex is kind of a game changer there. What does the life roll say? 51? Go for it. Well, I can now level up my precision more. That is more accuracy. Yeah, that definitely helps. Yo, I completely forgot about the void point reliquary key. Yo, what do we got in here? Ooh. Ooh. Molten lead flying everywhere. Ooh, well. Flat fire damage to attacks with this weapon per 10 strength. DPS, just throw it in. 7,026. A drop from 9,387. So its DPS isn't as high, but I have also not been like tailoring this, and I get a shield. I don't think I can immediately just do that. I'd really have to prep for it. Well, I think first, let me buy 2 regrets. I know I do not need these 2 points right here. This is the agnostic. Yeah, resolute technique. Never deal critical strikes. Hits can't be evaded. So then, precision comes out of my build completely. So does the war banner. That leaves me with a vitality, which probably doesn't need to be here. And I've got blasphemy, flammability, and herald of ash. Purchase a determination. Put that in. Okay, that exactly reserves all of my mana. And that is only made possible because of this little bit of mana reservation efficiency for herald skills and 8% right here. My DPS is already higher than it was. technically I can still do everything. With my current setup being a massive fizz weapon, Herald of Ash is definitely more valuable than flammability, and I could probably just cast the flammability when needed. So then I wonder, can I just drop the life tap and replace that with a fortify? Probably throw the vitality back in. Like, I could add a clarity in at this point to help sustain mana. I guess I start looking at shields. That'll definitely up the defenses, give me block. 11,577 now? How did that change? 8630 for the Brutus led sprinkler. If I want to get rage by utilizing the Warlord's Mark, I need the bigger hitting weapon. And this is faster, has crit chance. I feel like that would work so much better on a normal chieftain because you have all the strength stacking stuff in your tree, all the strength passives, and you get your jewels and add more strength, and it just works better. Found a life stun avoidance node. Increased effective onslaught on you. I haven't checked this stuff up here. Like, I have Resolute Technique and Avatar of Fire now though, so I could, if I can handle more mana reservation, like I could slap a clarity in, sure. But Defiance Banner, that seems like it would be a good idea. Level 1 clarity, put it all on and see what happens. But I think it's fine to switch back to mana, because I've got 2 mana per enemy hit here, I've got 3 mana per enemy hit here, and then down here is another 2 mana per enemy hit. So I imagine in most cases, I'm just gonna like instantly pop up to full mana. Oh, and of course there's a crit shot. Got me, got. And this stuff's gonna level up. And I have Fortify. Yeah, get a little tanky. There's definitely got to be a better way for me to get Fortify than that gem. The Fortify tattoos are rare. Oh, and this is where I can curse with the flammability. Wait, my attack only costs 16 mana? I probably need to put the life tap back on the Warlord's Mark. Like, that is what is like draining my mana, because it reapplies the target that already has it. Otherwise it's probably fine. Drop the vitality for that. Well, there's plenty of spots I can fit that in. I got a stun on the boss. Yo, it's huge. Only one, but like T6 map. Ooh, that is a 6 link. 3 red, 3 green. I don't think that works. Well, T6 map. Let's give it a shot. Oh, Maven influenced on these tormented map bosses. Lovely. Ooh, okay, there's another option. Oh boy. And there's Pile Driver. Okay, 74 Pile Driver, and then now there's the Oros Sacrifice. Culling Strike against burning enemies. Gain Frenzy Charge if attack ignites enemies. Increase fire damage and physical damage taken. Okay, pull that. So this says 11,788. You can't use Sunder with this. Okay, can't use Earth Shatter. Can't use Earthquake. So it has to be Tectonic Slam if I use the sword. So it's 1297 to 15,166. And I have a chance to gain frenzy charges then? How did it roll? Above average. Oh yeah, definitely frenzy charges. Oh, there's so many options now. Well, I don't have a mark here because I took it off. Well, let's just put my other weapon back on and use Sunder, because that was working. Oh yay! Heal them, Maven, please. Because we need this to last longer than it already is. No! Quit it! Come on. Yeah. No. Almost there. It's pretty rough. Pretty rough. 3 more map completions get me my extra shrine buffs. Yep, Maven Orb. The new potential amulet, also with Dex on a Dexant base. Crafted life, but extra flat fizz to attacks. Ambush charge. Gain up to max endurance charges when you take a critical strike. Well, I'm not sure what to do now. Like, there's so many options. I could build around the Oros Sacrifice. Easy frenzy charge generation. Like, lots of damage. Try and 5 or 6 link it. Alternatively, I could get a shield. Use the Brutus Lead Sprinkler, try to stack as much strength as possible across the build. Or I continue with the original plan and go for reduced enemy stun threshold to generate rage. Neither the Brutus Lead Sprinkler or the Oros require Herald of Ash. The like big fizz, the fizz's extra is really solid there. I really don't want to use Tectonic Slam either. So like if I use the Oros, what skill would I use? I really, like, the more I think about it, I don't know that the Brutus Blood Sprinkler is good for this event. Like, I think it's good with the chieftain and the Namahu Flames Advance on the tree, but, like, I'm in a situation where I just need a ton of damage. Like, I could go Oros Sacrifice with, like, a cleave. Let's see. Sword. Consecrated Path, Ice Crash, Rage Vortex, Blade Storm, Chain Hook, Infernal Blow. I could use Cleave. If I wanted Rage using the Oros, I'd probably need the Rage support. This is going to be a faster attacking weapon, but not as big hits. And then the Pile Driver, you go for stuns, and I've already even have chance of double stun duration. I don't know. I'm going to have to ponder that for a while, and we'll see what happens next time. So definitely let me know what you think you would do in this situation. Because, yeah, they're like, all of them are viable options, to be honest. It's just, I gotta commit to something, I feel like. But I think that's gonna do it for this one. I got it going into maps, got the thing I was trying to get, so we shall continue that next time. I'd like to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, definitely hit the like button, as it really helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss more videos from me. If you'd like to help support my channel, please consider using the super thanks, the heart icon just below the video, or by joining to become a member. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.